Okay, we're down to our last piece. That was Quali Williams on the drum set back there for the whole thing. So yeah. We have our last piece coming up, but before that, of course, a couple thank yous because I can't do this job by myself. I simply cannot. And I'm very fortunate to have a lot of support. So first of all, the wonderful faculty here. I already mentioned our awesome principal who's very supportive of our program and everything we do, Ms. Cheryl Anderson Glass. You know, she works with a wonderful admin team that again supports everything that we do. A couple other thank yous. We have an amazing parent booster organization who everything, you know, everything that costs money and needs to be fundraised, you know, they are there working day and night to make sure that these students can perform and travel and do everything and compete in everything they need to do. And so those wonderful people, our presidents, I don't know where she's at. I see her, Shar Williams over there. Jacqueline Moreno, I don't know if she's here tonight. I didn't see her tonight. Is Jackie here? No, but Jackie Moreno, our secretary. And then our awesome treasurer who's in charge of all of the money. She's right here. There's Megan Ortiz right here. If you are interested at all in supporting the students on stage and working with other parents, they are in need of help for their booster board. We're looking for a secretary, and there's a few other positions that we are willing to open up. If you are interested, you know, it doesn't take one or two people. It really takes a village to make a program like this run. So again, if you're interested, we can use all the help we can get. You can talk to one of our wonderful officers, and they'll show you the ropes and all that good stuff. A couple more thank yous. Wonderful students on stage that I get to work with every single day. A round of applause for them. It's our last concert of the semester, so I do want to say a thank you, and all the seniors, I would like for you to stand up, and we can give you a round of applause as a goodbye for your last and final concert. So if you're a senior, go ahead and stand up. You know, they've been here for 4 years. A lot of them have been here for 4 years. I showed up 3 years ago, which means I showed up and they decided to stick around. So we're very thankful that they stuck around and they are now leaving us. We'll move on to our last piece. It's titled In Your Wildest Dreams. And I think that's a great way to end the concert and kind of celebrate our seniors as they go off and continue their careers and start their college and start their careers and all of that stuff. And I truly mean a thank you from the bottom of my heart, because never in my wildest dreams I would have ever thought that I could do something like this. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you have a safe drive home and a wonderful rest of your week and a wonderful summer break, or a summer. Mentioned, and I should have said this, the piece you're about to hear is actually a commission, which means I applied for this program and we kind of auditioned for it and we got accepted into this program. So the performance you're about to hear is one of the very first ever performances of this piece in the world. So there's a select amount of high school groups given this piece to perform, and so you are going to hear one of the first ever performances of this piece. This is In Your Wildest Dreams.